Should be a nice easy one to start off with, but here we go then folks. It is Wednesday. You know what that means. Welcome along to episode number 36 today for the French Grand Prix and F1 Manager 23. I forgot to do this at the end of the last episode. There you are. British Grand Prix career champion. Take that, Lewis. Take that very nicely. If you do like what you see in today's video, don't forget to consider hitting that subscribe button. Also consider hitting that like button. Goes a long way to tell YouTube that, you know, this guy's not too bad. There is our facility, level 3 on the personnel, everything else level 2, but the road to level 3 on a couple of things will begin now. Aero looking our best there, well, with the powertrain as well. We have got a few upgrades coming in, possibly for Belgium. We'll have to wait to see. Hopefully a few come in for Hungary. That would be awesome. We will be on the last usage of the engine, so we can get new stuff for Hungary. Tatiana level 75 rated again. Well, that lasted there, didn't it, Tatiana? So I have to start. I think I'm going to start looking at alternative options. Because look at that, she's 75 rated. She's worth 3 million, and then you got guys like Kabui Kobayashi who are 10 points better. I mean, look at that. Callie Mayer and Jamie Chadwick are one level less than her. They haven't had the upgrades on, and they're half as cheap. Lewis Hamilton isn't cheap, though. He's leading the championship from Jackie, then George Russell, Charles Leclerc, Kevin Magnussen, Lance Stroll, Max Verstappen, Carlos Sainz, Valtteri Bottas, and Lando Norris round out your top 10 in points. You can see that something doesn't look quite right with the Constructors' Championship. That's because Tatiana scored 2 points. But everyone else still yet to score. Alex Albon, Oscar Piastri, Yuki Tsunoda, Nick De Vries and Logan Sargent. And Alex Albon not scoring does surprise me. I will say that. Anyway, we're going to take practice and qualifying around the Circuit Paul Ricard. Nice to see it back, but let's see what it's like with these new cars and the new handling model. I bet it turns out to be a load of fun.
Welcome along then to France, one of the great racing meccas, host of the world-famous Tour de France, and widely thought of as giving birth to the art of motor racing in the late 1800s. How far we've come since then, as this year's race gets underway. It's time, of course, for the French Grand Prix. The Circuit Paul Ricard then, a 3.6-mile track, 25 miles east of Marseille. 15 corners here, 6 to the left and 9 to the right, with the main overtaking chance expected to be going into turn 8. Top speeds today should be around 205 miles per hour. Before we begin, let's take a quick look at the grid lineup for today's race. It's Carlos Sainz in pole position, and the governess completes the front row. Moving on to the rest of the grid, we have Leclerc, Joe, Russell, Hamilton, Albon, Gasly, Norris, Perez, Ocon, Sargent, Liam Lawson, Hulkenberg, Oscar Piastri, Bottas, Stroll, Calderon, Tsunoda, Verstappen, Magnussen, and Nick De Vries. It's almost time for the lights to go out, so let's head down to the track where preparations are underway. And joining me again for the race today, Natalie Pinkham. Let's talk about the governors. What do you make of their performance so far this season?
It's been a really solid year so far. There have been some incredible standout performances. But what's really impressed me has been the consistency. With this kind of form, I'm expecting another good race today.
After the points finished last race, let's aim to keep that momentum going.
Well, that's one thing she definitely looks to be doing, is keeping the momentum going. P2, just beaten by that Ferrari, and it was literally just by that Ferrari. I think there really wasn't a lot in it when it came down to it, so all well and good. One-stop strategy. This new handling model with this circuit does make this circuit a lot more fun to drive than it was in F1 22. But it's still a tough circuit, that's for sure. But we could like it. We like it. It might stay for a little bit. Not in the real life, but definitely in our game. Okay then, let's get this one out of the way, shall we? this one's going to be the one for me. Hopefully we can get off a good French Grand Prix today. I like to think so. If you hear an additional whirring in the background now, I have essentially put the other fan on now. So I've got both fans running at the same time. And because of where I'm sitting in my area, it may come straight across. I mean, don't get me wrong, it's nicely warming up cooling down my back. A treat. But you may hear some wind interference. You may hear some noises as well. So apologies for that. But as I'm sure a lot of you will understand, when it gets really, really hot in this room, it gets unbearable at times. It does. We have had to, when we've said, right, there have been times before where we said we'll go and do some recording, no problem. And then we've gone to the recording. It's so unbearably hot that we just can't do it. So I think a lot of you will hopefully understand and appreciate everything there. Hopefully you will anyway. I hope so. But yeah, ooh, that's off the track already. Girl, you feeling all right? The track's over there. Use if you need it there. But yeah, that's where we're gonna be right now. That's where we're gonna be. So hopefully we get some stuff done. I'm putting videos up on YouTube. I'm catching up on some YouTube. I'm saving videos. I'm recording. I'm multitasking. I'm in my zone. I'm in my prime. It's only coming up for 9:45. I've done 3 videos already. I feel like absolutely taking on the world and doing a lot more than 3. If you know what I'm saying. I did 7 yesterday. 7. No, 10, sorry, I did yesterday. 10. I'm trying to get 10 more. Well, I can't get 10 more, unfortunately, because there's two videos I've still got to save. But I'll get them done before Simon gets back, and I'm just in my hair. Yeah, I'm going for a haircut on Saturday, I've decided. So here we go then, folks, to the French Grand Prix. I didn't think I'd be seeing this Grand Prix back anytime soon, as the lights go out and away we go, and that should be a fantastic start for Jackie. It certainly is. She's up alongside Carlos. She's already past Carlos Sainz. Well, she's not quite past Carlos Sainz. They're side by side going into the first corner, but I think she's got it. Yeah, she got it. She got him. As if you all had any doubt that that was going to happen. I'm also hearing a very horrible echo. I don't know if it's me. Is anyone else hearing that echo? It's like a metallic echo in my ear. It's almost like something... Yeah, there it is. Something's reverberating off this room, and I don't quite know what it is, unfortunately. But look at the overspeed that Ferrari has got. That Ferrari has got some serious overspeed going down the Minstrel straight to the Minstrel chicane. He's going to try around the outside, and you wish you dare try that move around the outside. I mean, that's never going to work. She's the queen of the outside move. Well, she's the queen of defending it, actually, as we look back at the 2 Ferraris now. There you go, 2 Ferraris are fighting side by side. Sainz and Leclerc are getting very fresh with each other. Could it be that today is the day that we see a Ferrari victory in this season of career mode? You'll have to stay tuned. That's why we do the races. That is why we do the races, unfortunately, folks. You have to stay tuned. You have to watch them to its full, because that's what it's all about. But out of the last corner, here we go down the front straight. Let's see if Carlos has an answer for her down to the first corner. I don't think he's going to, because Jackie's got that line defended absolutely perfectly. Now let's have a look at Tatiana here. Tatiana down in P20. I gave her a very stern talking to after Britain. Oh, go on. And I think that stern talking to might have paid off here. Around the outside of Magnussen. Get him. Mud that man. Mud that... Shut up, video. Mud that man. It's too early to be starting celebrating. I said mud that man. Go on, Tatiana. Through you go into P19. There you go. That talking to paid off. speaking of paid off, it looks like the Williamses have been really strong this weekend. I don't know why. Logan Sargent into P11. Has Logan Sargent finally woken up in career mode? That's something we're going to have to look out for as we go on board with Lewis Hamilton, as he's sizing up Guan Yu Zhou. Guan Yu Zhou, the surprise of qualifying for me, because that Alpha's been absolutely dog you-know-what this whole season. But Hamilton gets past the Chinese driver and he's up into P5. Will George Russell follow suit? I think he will. And now you've had to see, I think that was a bit lucky on Zhou's part in qualifying, because that's George Russell up in position as well, and Alex Albon's got to be somewhere close behind him as we go on board with Kevin Magnussen. And he's putting Verstappen in the mud. Has Verstappen got an issue? Has Verstappen got an issue? Oh, well, Tatiana's got a brake issue, I know that. And that might let, us praise it. Oh, God, how about a bit of bump drafting for... Oh, how about free wide? Free wide for the battle for last place! What is that? This is the battle for last. And we're getting free wide off these two, and Tatiana's last. I think is all I can really say to that, as I think the Hulk's going to look at getting past Lando Norris here. I hope he tries to get past Lando Norris. Let's get another video saved while we're at it, shall we? Because we love a good video saving session, don't we? When it all goes right, it all goes very, very right. The other thing is I can't see my screen. I can't see my screen, so I can't see my folders, which is rather unfortunate. Speaking of I can't see, Hulk's got past Lando Norris. Hollywood Lance Stroll might just be about to do the very same thing as they head down to the Minstrel chicane on board with Liam Lawson. Side by side between, I think, two guys that could fight for a championship in the future. I've said it, there you go. If anyone wants to at me, please feel free to at me, but that is my opinion. I am very much allowed to that opinion, as Valtteri Bottas gets past Yuki Tsunoda for P17. Good move from Bottas. Is it going to be around the outside? He's going to hang it around the outside of the Minstrel chicane. He's got him. Great move from Valtteri Bottas as we look on board. We move on to lap number 4 now, looking at Lewis Hamilton with Charles Leclerc. Well, Charles Leclerc was in front of him. Bye-bye. Charles Leclerc was in front of him, and then all of a sudden Charles Leclerc was not in front of him. It was like Charles Leclerc was there and then he just wasn't. And we go on board with Guan Yu Zhou, and he's got the Thai Brit driver Alexander Albon. And there I go, saying it again. It's Alexander Albon. Albono. There you go. I can't say it's wrong. I'm going to say Albono. If that makes him Albono, will he start playing U2 clips then, all of a sudden? He's going to get out of that car and he's going to start singing U2. That's what he's going to be doing. Side by side, the two Alpines at their home race. I thought that's why we'll put France in. Give the Alpines something to celebrate for. Oh, a bit fresh between the two. Was a little bit of contact between the two Alpines. That wouldn't be the first time that that has happened in their lives, as we go on board with Sergio Perez, heading down the front straight with Albon in front of him. And Guan Yu Zhou was in front of him, but all of a sudden Guan Yu Zhou's not in front of him. And he may not even have an Alpine behind him in a second. It may be an Alpine in front of him, if the man Gasly has his way. But we'll have to wait and see on that, as Charles Leclerc is really struggling. And struggling to the point. Here comes George Russell, ultimate ladies man, and Kingsland's #1 driver and season 1 world champion. I've always got to get those little references in, because people like those little nuances that I bring to the table, as Albon and Perez get fresh with each other. I think Zhou and Gasly are having a good fight over P8. We'll see if we can see that in a second, but still side by side, Albon and Perez. I love it. I love it. Hey, come on, let's... the elbows are all out for France. Absolutely love the intensity that everyone is showing as we go on board with Lewis Hamilton. Lewis Hamilton almost off the track as Sainz is trying to pass Jackie. What the hell? What the hell? Sort it out, guys. He's almost off the track again. Where's the track limits for this circuit? They're nowhere really, aren't they? And we're looking on board with Charles Leclerc as he's looking at the back of Lewis Hamilton passing Carlos Sainz. Will Leclerc follow suit on his teammate? I don't think he will. Give me a second. Excuse me. It's all going wrong at the moment. Let me just... Oh, that's better. That is so much better. Whoa, off the track, almost quite a new show as he tries to get past the man Gasly. That is ultimate commitment from the pair of them. Oh, I think France might be staying, guys. I think France might be... He's off the track now, is Ocon! Whoa, it's like they're all disregarding track limits here as Hamilton in and in. So Hamilton going for an undercut here on... Jackie's got one extra. That's unusual for her. She must think the tyres are in such good nick that she wants to go one more. So into his garage goes Lewis Hamilton. Will he be held up or will he go straight? He's going to be held up. He's tumbling down the order, and so much so I think Perez has beat him out. Albon might... yeah, Albon's beat him out. Wow. Albon has beat Perez out and he's beat Hamilton out. Albon, the big winner, going on to hard tyres, though. Not quite sure how I feel about that, because that could be a bit dodgy right there. But Alexander Albon into the lead, and well, we think he's going to be the de facto leader, but we'll see as George Russell gets past Carlos Sainz. But I think Jackie's got bigger problems there. She's trying to keep... no, sorry, that's Charles Leclerc. I do apologise. He's getting past Sainz. He's with... I didn't see Sainz in the rear of Jackie. I just saw the rear of a car. I saw Jackie. Because you can't miss that day-glow green front wing, can you? So Jackie going for an overcut. It's very rare we see her go for overcuts. She must think the tyres are in such good nick that she wants to try this overcut and see where it takes her. I don't blame her for trying this, because France was historically known as an overcut place. There she goes. Oh, Sainz staying out for a 2-lap overcut. So that's going to be very interesting to see how that works out for Carlos Sainz. And the beauty for Jackie is she's down this far end of the pit lane. So as everyone else is coming in and getting held up, I think, did the two Alpines come in at the same time? No, they didn't. Ocon's down the field. But let's have a look at this stop here then, shall we? There we go. Great stop. And she's out. Oh, she's miles ahead. She's miles ahead. The girls are absolutely doing their bit. And now where's... oh, there's Albon. I think Albon just took the lead of this Grand Prix. What an undercut from Alex Albon, ladies and gentlemen. That is the undercut of dreams for him. And that's going to mean that hopefully that we're going to get Carlos Sainz as well. As speaking of getting, Liam Lawson's going to get Nico Hulkenberg into the Minstrel chicane. Yes, he is. Good move from the young Kiwi driver. And we do mean that in the nicest possible way. Now, here's the de facto leader, Alexander Albon. Oh, God, mate. Alexander Albon. Bon. Think Bon. Think, my God, she came from about 7 years back to do that move. Forget everything I just said about Alexander Albon being the leader of this Grand Prix. It's now it's Jackie that's now leader of this Grand Prix. Let's see if that'll help her when Carlos Sainz comes into the lane, which should be this lap. And if he comes into the lane, I expect him to come onto softs. Because what we got? We got 5 laps left of this Grand Prix. He's on mediums now. He's taken mediums 8 laps. That's a chore for the mediums. That is a big old chore for the mediums as he comes into the pit lane, into his gap. I think he's the only car. Oh no, Zhou's not stopped. Lawson's not stopped. Hulkenberg has not stopped either. Smooth stop there from the Ferrari mechanics, but they've put him on hard tyres. The typical Ferrari pit strategy coming through there, ladies and gentlemen. And I think I saw Jackie in the background, so this could be a mighty, mighty undercut. There she goes. I think Albon's there as well. Sainz has lost 3 positions there. He's coming out in P4, which is absolutely insane. And they've stuck him on the wrong tyres as well. Ferrari, ladies and gentlemen, summed up in a nutshell. As we were looking at it, we're looking at Liam Lawson practically off the track, trying to get around the outside of Oscar Piastri. Or is that Piastri? Yeah, that is Piastri there in front of him. And moved Liam Lawson to P12. We haven't talked much about Logan Sargent. He's still chilling in P11. He's right behind Guan Yu Zhou. And that's for a point there. As a bit of dust kicked up there by the Hulk as Hollywood Lance Stroll on the medium tyres is going to dive past him. We think he's going to dive past him. We also see who's that in front? Is that Bottas and Tsunoda in front of us? Yes, it is. We're going to get a bird's eye view of Bottas v Tsunoda. Out of the Minstrel chicane, down the second part of the Minstrel, straight into the double right. And there goes, wow, the power of that Haas engine is unreal. As I think Bottas has got the move done on Tsunoda. Meanwhile, over to George Russell, ultimate ladies man, Kings Lynn's #1 driver, staring at the back of Esteban Van Ocon. And he won't be staring at the back of Ocon for very much longer. But look at the straight line speed that Alpine has got. That's incredible straight line speed. We actually should be looking at the fight going on in front between Lewis Hamilton and Charles Leclerc. That's the fight we need to be keeping an eye on. Now look at the speed that Ocon's got. Where's that speed all of a sudden come from? That speed just came out of nowhere. That's insane. Oh, off the track there for a moment there is Charles Leclerc. And I think Leclerc's got a problem because George Russell's now about to breeze past him like there's no business. You'd think there is there. We're looking at, there you go, he's kept George behind him for the moment, but how much longer will he keep him behind him as we see Jackie weaving all over the track to try and break the toe that Albon's got. Oh, that was dangerous. That was dangerous, that was dodgy, and here comes Perez. Going to try and take advantage of that one. And we hope that he's going to try and take advantage, and if he can get past, we know that she's faster than him. We know she's faster than him by a country mile and then some. I want that channel right there as we look on board. Oh, that's perfect. That's perfect. Thank you very much for dropping me that one. That's absolutely perfect. As we look at the fight here between Yuki Tsunoda and Nico Hülkenberg, I imagine Hülkenberg got some overspeed in that Ferrari power to get past the Red Bull powertrain that's inside that AlphaTauri. And indeed, he does move Hülkenberg up to P15. Meanwhile, look at this fight. Look at this scrap going on here. This is the scrap I want to be concentrating on as we come on to lap number 12. 2 to go. It's the scrap for P1 between Jackie, Alexander Albon, Sergio Perez. Oh my Jesus H! That was... Did she take a swipe? I hope she did not take a swipe there, because that's very unbecoming, and Albon will definitely not appreciate that one. I think we're about to see how much he's not going to appreciate that as we head down to the down the Minstrel Straight. And she's really forced him off the track. Where has Sainz come from? Sainz has literally come out of nowhere. Maybe his hard tyres are starting to warm up to the party. And here's Lewis Hamilton. That's a driver to keep an eye on as well. Any one of these 5 here could win this race. In fact, you could probably include Ocon. Ocon could win this Grand Prix as Perez gets past Sainz again. Meanwhile, down to P17, Hollywood Lance Stroll looking at the back of Yuki Tsunoda. And Tsunoda is just falling away by the wayside, falling very, very quickly, very rapidly as well. I've just seen that Tatiana's in P21. So obviously that talking to really didn't do a much good as the world, did it? As we look on board Kevin Magnussen. And just see the severe overpower that Hollywood Lance Stroll has got on those fresh medium tyres. And he might got a little bump draft around the outside of the double right. And then into the second double right here at the top of the circuit at Circuit Paul Ricard. Oh, a little contact there between Tsunoda and Stroll. You like seeing the pair of them get the elbows out. That's good racing. That's hard racing there as well. Not what Jackie was doing. That was just an absolute swipe across the track. This may still carry on onto lap 13. And in fact, Nico Hülkenberg wants to come through now on Yuki Tsunoda. But I think Tsunoda is going to hold on just as he... Oh, he may not hold on. He may not hold on. We're on board with Max Verstappen. He may be eyeing the pair of these up. He's licking his chops now. what is Verstappen doing down in P19? It's just incredible to see him down there. Has losing the world title really done that much damage to Max Verstappen? And this path might be a little easier because you know, Red Bull family. Yeah, you all get the idea of what I'm saying there, don't you? Meanwhile, on to the last lap of the Grand Prix. Let's see if Albon gets past Jackie in any way, shape or form. I don't think he's going to. No, he's not. He's going to stay right there, which is absolutely fine and dandy. But he's still coming. He's still coming. He's going to swoop around the outside. Oh my God, he swooped around the outside, and now Jackie's got Perez. That might mean she loses out on DRS. We'll have a look here as oh no, not the gearbox. No, not now. No, not now. Not now. Oh my God, not now. What have you... Oh, the gearbox has gone on the last lap. No! No! I don't believe it. I don't want to believe it, as Hulkenberg's got past Bottas. That's for P14. I think that might be the last pass that we see out there today. No, it's not going to be the last pass we see out there, because Nick de Vries... We haven't seen much of Nick de Vries. Where's Tatiana? Tatiana is that far back. Oh boy. The contract negotiations coming up on thingy. Can you see how this is going? Can you see how this is going? I think the writing's on the wall for Tatiana, folks. Sorry, but you can't be 4 seconds that slow. You're a better driver as well, but I can hardly believe what I'm seeing here. This is going to be a F1 career of upsets, I think. We had one in Season 1 when Gasly won the final race of the season. We've already had Magnussen win this season. Now take about Alexander Albon in the Williams as Jackie comes P2. Oh... But the gearbox, man, the gearbox. Ah! I bet it was 4th gear we lost. Sergio Perez, driver of the day, but that's a race victory lost in the meantime.
A hard-fought win today, then, after a very difficult race. So, Natalie, what do you think helped them deliver this result?
Quite simply, a driver is nothing without the team behind them. So, a deserved winner, but we do have to give a shout out to the team in the pit lane and back at the factory. Very much a collaborative process.
Well, what a thrilling end to an incredible Grand Prix weekend. Our top 3 finishers should be incredibly happy with what they were able to achieve out there today. So let's review the updated drivers' standings. The governess takes over the lead of the Drivers' Championship. Let's focus on the driver of the day. Natalie Pinkham, come on, who do you pick?
Well, it's absolutely got to be Alexander Albon. No hesitation. He put in a performance today that's only going to build further on his already growing reputation.
It's time to see how things are shaping up in the Constructors' Championship. No change in the top spot then, but with today's points, their hold on that lead is getting weaker. Meanwhile, a strong weekend from Red Bull this time out, and they improve their position in the championship. After an event like that, who knows what the sport has in store for us next time out? Be sure to join us once again as we continue to bring you all the excitement of Formula One.
I agree. As bad as that ending was with the gearbox disappearing, I'm happy for Alexander Albon, the tie-Brit driver, winning the Grand Prix for Williams. That Williams car is going to be a car to beat. It is going to be the car to beat, I think, this season. Because with James Vowles at the head of the field, it's going to do wonders. Jackie P2 extends the lead, then Sergio Sainz, Hamilton, Ocon, Russell, Leclerc, Gasly and Show your top 10. Tatiana, what are we going to do with you? If it wasn't for Norris's problem, you'd be last. Oh well. Oh, I'm furious. I am furious. The gearbox let us down at completely the wrong moment. But fair play, Alex Albon. Alex Albon with the win. Who expected that, huh? Let's be completely honest. Who actually expected that to happen? I know I certainly didn't. But, yeah. Oh, I'm furious. Oh, and now I'm even more furious because the brake calipers failed. Right, that is for next episode. And we're going to hold on to that as well. Because, I'll be honest, I've still not decided what I'm going to do yet. Really, I'm really undecided about what we're going to do with Tatiana. Do I give her another half season, or do I replace her now and hope for the best? Right, can we repurchase these calipers? Yes, we can. They'll be in time for Belgium, so that's brilliant. That's something at least. But yeah, that's something fun to think about. Something fun to think about. Something fun to think about. Right, we can take new engine as well. For Hungary, probably not the best idea, but you know, you never know. It might turn out to be fun. New engine around Hungary, you never know. Traditionally, we suck at Hungary, so we may as well take it now and get it out of the way. So yeah, all well and good. Right, we have new customization? What do we have new customization? Oh yeah, that's right, we have a new victory call for her. This.
Thank you so much, team. On the pit wall, everyone, back in the factory. You're amazing.
And on that note, thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed. If you did, leave a like. Don't forget to subscribe if you've not already done so. Playlists are appeared all around. Go check out some more Rockstar Pool 69 content. But in the meantime, stay safe, be kind to each other. You can't be kind, quite no place to all. You can't be kind to other people. We'll see you on Friday for the Hungarian Grand Prix and to see whether we keep Tatiana or whether we go down a different route, ladies and gentlemen.